Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to be showing you the brand new 2019-2020 Erin Condren Life Planners. I did get a neutral planner again this year, and this year they are coming in a box instead of, well, they're coming in two boxes, the shipping and then this box. So let's dig into the planner. Okay guys, here is the new 2019-2020 Erin Condren Life Planner. I got the rose gold coil. I have been getting that, I think ever since they started offering that option. And I did just get the colorful kaleidoscope cover. I'm not sure if I will keep this cover on or not. I really liked the cover that I got last year, but it's still on my current life planner. So let's get into it. So when you open it up, it does have this dashboard. I don't like that they have the barcode on the bottom. I wish they would put the barcode on the back of the planner instead of right here in the front, but it is what it is. I don't typically use this dashboard, but people can use the wet erase markers on it, and you can put quotes or anything that you really are interested in putting there. I am much more of a functional planner, so I do not use this part. And then the next thing is this beautiful piece of vellum that has the kaleidoscope theme on it. I'm not sure how well it will come through. I did get the neutral planner, so it has a different color scheme, obviously, than the colorful planner. It's more muted pastel type colors. Then you start getting right into the planner with the first colorful quotes pages. Now, when I heard about the kaleidoscope theme, I was a little worried because I thought it was going to be too busy, and this is a little bit too busy for my liking, but it is only these pages, and it is very pretty, but I think if I were looking at this often, it would not be pleasant for me. After those first pages, you get into the yearly mini calendar, and I use these for tracking vacation time and holidays and things like that, special days, birthdays that I want to keep track of. You can use this for your monthly cycle or really whatever you want to use it for. I didn't use it for many years, and then last year I got the little colorful date dots and the little circles, and so I'm color coding everything these days. But so that's what it looks like, and there's just a little hint of color in each of these bars, and it's very, very pretty. And then we move into, I call these like goal planning pages. I'm not sure what, I mean, you could use them for anything, but because there are 12, I think of, each one is for a specific month. Last year they were just blank boxes, and this year, I'm not sure if you can see or not, but there are lines in them and headers, which is nice because typically you will label your months or whatever you're using. I use it for tracking large purchases that we have to make throughout the year, just so that I have it on my have it in my calendar, just so that I know, what is coming up in the next month. And then you get into the regular calendar spread area. So before each month there is one lined page, and it's nice this year because it has like a little bit of a bar at the top, so you could sort of label it however you want, and each one has a little bit of color, and the outline of the box up here is different color as well. And then you have your quote, and see, this I like so much better than that beginning quotes page. I like just a little bit of the color and more of a solid color here with your quote. And then you are going to move into a brand new spread, which it's different for the neutral and the colorful planner. This is a neutral vertical, and so in the neutral planners you have a whole page of dot grid. In the colorful planner it is like a blank dashboard, like just a blank page. Well, it's not blank, there's a bar of color around like a white rectangle. And then on this side, what's interesting is there's a place for birthdays, but no lines, and then a place for monthly goals, and then another little box similar to the ones that were in that 12-month spread. And then down here on the bottom is another dot grid section. And when I originally saw this, I thought, oh, maybe I could use this for a daily tracker throughout the month, but there isn't enough space for all the days in each month. I think there's like 22 boxes across these dot grids, so that wouldn't work. But you could probably do some sort of a tracker over here, or I use the Lara Casey Power Sheets goal planner, and so I could see myself putting some of my tending list tasks down here that I want to make progress over the entire month, not like weekly progress, not just daily progress. And so then after this page, you move into the regular monthly calendar spread. And this is a little bit different, a couple of different things actually. The font is the same, but the font and also the tabs are now a gray color instead of black. It's very pretty, but it is a little bit different. And then up at the top here, there are these little bars of color. Let's see if I can show you. So there are these little bars of color, which in last year's planner, in the neutral, which I got last year as well, there was no color on this page except for right up here there was a little bar of color, and now you see it's a little hexagon, which is actually really cute. They did take out the little mini monthly calendar that was down here. So in previous years it would show, so this is July's calendar, it would have a little mini August down here. And I actually really liked that because it meant that I didn't have to flip ahead to the August tab. I could just look down here and sort of see what the days were as I'm planning out things and looking ahead instead of flipping back and forth. What they have done now is put the mini monthly calendar down here, but it is the current month. I think that they're probably doing the opposite of what I was using it for. Was they are trying to help people from having to switch back and forth between the week and the month, if you're referring to different days or whatever. I would prefer this to be just more space for a list. Now the other thing is that the whole weekly layout is still the same. I mean, it's still a vertical, but last year the boxes were separated. There were 3 different boxes, and then the little space on the bottom where you can write, you know, exercise or meal planning or whatever you do down here. So they took out the space between the boxes, and they've put this little header right here, which I would imagine you would use to like designate if there was a birthday or something you're celebrating, or I guess you could use it as a label for this particular box. I always plan the same way. I do to do, to go, and to create, which is my work stuff. I don't label the boxes because I know what they are for. But when I looked at these boxes, they looked a little bit different. So I did measure them, and these 2 boxes are 2 inches, and this middle box is 2 1/8 inches, which I thought was a little different. And I'm not really sure why there is a little header here either. But so what they've done is they have just sort of made this more cohesive into each day. So instead of the separation between the boxes and the days, now each column is sort of just designated one day. I still think that it looks very pretty. It is just a little bit different than what I'm used to. Like I said, I'm not sure what I would use these headers for because I don't label my blocks of time. I just sort of know where they are. But I do really, really like the color and the font that they have used. I know that in the colorful, I think they use more block font, and I really like this this cursive font. I'm not sure what it's called. I don't know. I don't know the font names. I know that I have one that I use that's similar to this, and it's I think Buttercup maybe, and just a little bit of color for each month, and it's very, very nice. So each week is the same. It starts on Monday and goes right through Sunday. And it is just, the quality of the paper is so, so good. That is what, that's what keeps me coming back to Erin Condren, is just the quality of the construction of this planner. I know that no matter where I go and if I'm taking it with me, it's always going to hold up. The coil actually looks different to me this year. I'm not sure if they've changed their coils. I know that on my other planner, I can get it for you and show you. So my other planner, the rose gold coil, definitely gets rubbed away as I don't know if that's going to focus. The rose gold gets rubbed away throughout the year. That doesn't bother me. Because I do take it everywhere with me. But this, the new coil, this new planner coil looks maybe just a little bit different. Like the rose gold is not painted on, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. So after you go through the month, it gets to another note page, another quote page, and then you're back to the dot grid and this productivity page for the month, and then it moves into your monthly calendar. And that's how it goes throughout all of the months. The only thing that I am a little worried about, I guess, I'm not worried about, just it's another extra flip of the paper, is that when the tabs don't go to the month, they go to that productivity page. So I kind of like it when it just automatically opens up to the calendar. But that's such a little thing. It's not really that big of a deal. And the colors are so pretty on this little pop of color. It's really nice. I really enjoy that. I really like that color. So you go through all of the months. And then, oops, I went too far. And then you get to more note pages. You have 4 lined pages, and then 4 dot grid pages with the kaleidoscope design on the side. Can't really tell. And then you have 2 coloring pages, which I never use. And then this page has stumped everybody, and it's very pretty. What I think it actually is similar to the monthly mapping pages in the Inkwell Press Planner. In the Inkwell Press Planner, they have they're labeled like health and me time and finances and a couple of other things, and you sort of map out your goals for the month. So I guess maybe since this is at the end of the year, maybe you would use it for future planning, or maybe you would use it for the current year. You turn back to this page and sort of lay out your big picture goals, and then you have it to refer back to, and put more detail maybe in those in the 12-month boxes at the beginning of the calendar. Then you will see they kept in the contacts page. I don't typically use this because I have all of the information in my homemaking binder, and then also in my phone. If I'm looking for a phone number, that's usually where I will turn to unless I'm looking for specific information, and then I do look in my homemaking binder. And then at the end, you will see the 2021 future planning calendar, which is crazy to me. I can't even wrap my mind around that far ahead, so I'm going to ignore it for right now. And at the end, you get these beautiful stickers, and this year they are different depending on whether you got the colorful or the neutral. So the neutral has more pastel colors. These are rose gold accents. These are the silver accents. I wish that they had kept rose gold. I think the rose gold would look really pretty with these colors as well. I'm not really a silver, I'm more of a rose gold person. And then these are beautiful, beautiful stickers. And these are all silver accents as well. And then these are the regular label stickers. And these have the rose gold accents. And then at the end of the planner is the folder, and the best part of the folder is it's now a real folder that can be used on both sides. It has the perpetual calendar. It's the same one for every, it's the same calendar for every planner. It doesn't change based on neutral or colorful. But I do like that both sides of the folder are now this tall pocket rather than that little small pocket. Now I will talk to you a little bit more about my feelings about the new Erin Condren Life Planner. I hope that you liked the walkthrough. I wanted to let you know that there are a couple of little things that come in the box if you do order during launch week, I believe. It might just be on launch day, which is today, the 8th. Not sure. I'm not sure if it is for the full week or just a couple of days, but if you do order in the next couple of days, hopefully, you will get a little flare charm, I guess. I'm not sure what they're called, but it says love to plan, and I've seen people put these on their coil to just be decorative. And then the other thing is a package of the sticky notes, these lined sticky notes. I use these for so many things. I have a huge stack of them because I'm always making lists. And sometimes I do not want to actually write in the planner. I just want something that can go in and out of the planner. And these are perfect for that. So I did want to share some of my thoughts about the planner. I am really pleased with the design of the planner. Like I said in the flip through, the first quotes pages that are in the planner are a little busy for me, but overall I'm really pleased with the planner. I wanted to talk about the box though. The box is really nice, except there's this sleeve that goes over the box, which is a little clumsy to deal with, but it is a beautiful, beautiful box. The colors are really pretty. You probably cannot see them as well on camera. This is the neutral one, since I got a neutral planner, and it is blues, grays, greens, very pastel, light colors. This part is quite sturdy, and like I said, I probably will not store my planner in this box, mainly because I usually put them in my memory box for the year up in the attic, and I don't display them. So I will probably let my kids use this for keeping scrap paper on their art table upstairs, because it is a nice sturdy box. I like to keep these, the ones that come from like the Target beauty box and stuff like that. They're all really nice. My thoughts on the overall planner itself, I'm super pleased with it. The quality of the paper is the reason that I keep coming back to it. It doesn't fall apart. It stays looking nice all year long, which is really important to me. This coil, I think, is different. I haven't asked anybody, but the rose gold definitely is a little bit different than my rose gold coil from last year. And I'm hoping that it just means that this is an actual rose gold coil and it's not painted rose gold, because what ends up happening is the paint chips off on my on my other coils. I don't mind because I really use them. I take them in my bag when I'm out at band with Emma or traveling around. I always seem to have my planner with me so that I can take notes or write down things that I need to do. It's the same thing with my teacher planner. The same thing happens. So I really do like this productivity page. I like that there's a section for birthdays, although I am a very functional planner with my ECLP, because I have a goal planner through Laura Casey's Power Sheets. And so because of that, I definitely don't utilize a lot of these things in the planner, which I probably could. I really like that they offered this little, oops, everything's falling out now. This little touch of color is really pretty. I don't know if it's going to focus in on that or not. But the color is really beautiful, and I love the font, and that it is still relatively neutral. That was really important to me, because even though I started out with Erin Condren because I loved all of the color, it was just so beautiful, I realized that on a day-to-day basis, I much prefer more white space. And I think part of the reason is because I color code a lot of stuff. So when I want things to be aesthetically pleasing, and if I'm using all kinds of different colors and they clash with the colors that Erin Condren has chosen, it bothers me a little bit. It's a very silly, small thing, but the color coding has really helped me this past year, so I want to continue doing that, and I'm going to continue doing that with this neutral planner. And then the weekly layouts themselves, it does look like things have changed dramatically, just because they've made things more cohesive with the day, and it's more separated. You know, there's one column for each day, and that's okay with me. I'm not really bothered by it, because I'm still going to use it the same way. I'm still going to do my little to-do list, my appointments, and where we have to be for school or whatnot, and then my work and content creation and email stuff that I do down here, my create box. And so overall, I'm very, very pleased with the whole planner, and the quality is very, very high quality. The layout, even though there are a couple little things that I would tweak differently, based on all of the planners that I have seen out there, and I'm sure you have watched a lot of planner videos like I have, and searched out, you know, what is the best planner for me. And this is what really works right now. Now, it's not the only planner that I use. I do use an Erin Condren teacher planner for all of our homeschool planning, and that comes out at the end of May, which I will talk about then. And I also do a lot of lists in my bullet journal. I have a couple of different ones, but I think I am going to try and do maybe some more daily planning with maybe a petite planner, but I will get into that in another video. If you have any questions about the Erin Condren Life Planner, the new planner, please let me know in a comment, and I will try and get any answers that you need. I do get the 18-month planner. It's only $5 more. And I do that because I realized a couple of years ago when I got an academic year planner that I was missing those last 6 months of the year where I do tend to put things on the schedule. And so an idea that I actually saw in the We Love EC Facebook group is to just tear out the weekly spreads and leave the monthly spreads in if you need more space, if you want to get rid of some of that bulk. And also the 18-month does have a larger coil, which is nice when you're putting a lot of stuff in there, which I tend to do. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, bye.